every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise. Made fresh every day.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy KC4L. Wrestling Takes, first video of 2021. Man, thank God we made it. Some people didn't, man. Let's strive for the best, folks. Alright. I told you I was going to give an honest review about Smackdown. I didn't post it last night because I was too busy watching movies. I was looking at what I watched. I watched Wonder Woman 84. Then I went to go watch, what else? I looked at something else. Oh, I watched the Pixar Soul movie. And I got my takes on both of them, but I'll probably talk about that probably on my main channel, which is King Self for Life. That's my main YouTube channel. I'll probably talk about both of them on there. But for here, this is about wrestling. So let's go ahead. I told you I was going to give you an honest review about Smackdown last night. What did I feel about Smackdown last night? I'm going to keep it a buck. Outside of the Roman Reigns segments, I got mixed emotions about everything I seen. Am I happy that Big E is the Intercontinental Champion? Yes. But like I always say, I have no hope for us when we get titles. I never do. Because it's always about the booking. I don't understand how you can push and make Roman Reigns segments out of this world great. But when it comes to everybody else, you just choose not to do it. It's like you don't even give a crap. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it. So let's go ahead and start it up. So we know with the match from last week, the steel cage match on Christmas, Kevin Owens had got a shot. He won the Jey Uso again. And so Roman Reigns and them was out there doing what he do. He running away. Right now, I know everybody want to talk about Kenny Omega as the main heel right now, and MJF. But let me tell you something. Roman Reigns is running away with this thing right now. I got to give him props. I never in my wildest imagination thought I would be on Roman Reigns bandwagon, but I am right now. They killing this thing right now with Roman Reigns. I'm telling you, they are. I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing. Now, there's some stuff I don't like, and I'm gonna get into what I do not like about it. But for the most part, him on the mic, him playing this, I call him Whispering Reigns because it sounds like he's whispering when he get on the mic and he say what he got to say. Head of the table, the chief, and he say what he got to say. He mean that stuff, you know what I mean? But overall, that chrome when he was out there cutting, said what he had to say. KO come out there, interrupt him, started talking about, I want Jey Uso and all this stuff, doing all what he has to do. And so, call you know, let me tell you something. I get on AEW for using the S word because that seems to be AEW's favorite word. They love using the poop word over in AEW. WWE seems to love the word female dog because they enjoy using it. They call everybody a female dog over there. I mean, I said, man, is that y'all only word y'all know? Y'all don't know any other words? Female dog this, female dog that. And the reason why I keep saying female dog is because y'all know I don't curse on this channel. I don't curse, period. That's not my lingo. But like I said, I keep it respect. So if you know what a female dog is, then you know what I'm talking about. That's their favorite line. It's female dog that, female dog this. KO calling that man a female dog 24/7. So now this is the real goofy part about SmackDown. Adam Pearce, right? That's his name, right? Adam Pearce is technically the unofficial general manager of SmackDown. How the clown is this man, Kevin Owens, gonna go to that man and say, when you used to be my boss, then why are you going to that man asking that man for a match if he isn't technically your boss right now? Because you're going to. You see the little silly stuff that don't make no sense. I told you, WWE is so goofy. It's like certain things they do is great, and then everything else you just be like, what the clown is this company thinking? Like, what the heck is they doing? That right there, you might as well just go ahead and announce Adam Pearce is the official general manager of SmackDown. Now, that means they might have to get somebody from Raw. But as of right now, Adam Pearce is the official general manager because obviously everybody be going to that man when they want to get a match, especially Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens went to that man, begging him, said he wanted to get his hands on Jey Uso. And he told him, no, bro, I can't do that, man. I mean, what else do you want? Like, I can't do it. You can wrestle anybody else in the back. But officially, he got him to change his mind. So after that, we got Sami Zayn talking about he gonna get his Intercontinental Championship back, and that Big E match basically was a fluke. So we got Big E taking on King Corbin. Now it was supposed to be a one-on-one match, but King Corbin's stooges somehow showed up, and they started jumping him. So then the match was over. So obviously Big E won, and and it was a DQ. But then who come to the rescue? Apollo Crews. So you know the name of the game. Anytime when somebody come out there, that's just out of nowhere. It's the lazy days of good booking. Let's make a tag team match. We could have just done that from the get-go. We couldn't just had Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin versus Big E and Apollo Crews. We couldn't do that, right? No, we had to do the same old, let's just beat you up. Let's disqualify you in the regular match. Then have your guy who's going to be your, end up being your partner, come out to save the day so we can just come back for a commercial and it's a tag team match. It's the same old book, and they've been doing this year in, year out. It's just getting pathetic. I'm like, I don't give a crap about it. It's tiresome. It's like you see this mess over and over and over again. But like I said, that's WWE's lazy days of booking. When you really don't know what you're doing, especially when you got cats like Big E, who is now your Intercontinental Championship champion, you really don't know what you're doing. So they had a match, and they got the win. So, and the only reason they won is because King Corbin and his crew, they dipped out. They left Sami Zayn by himself, and so Apollo Crews did his little. Big E was Apollo Crews. Ah, man, listen, y'all. I'm serious. I'm trying to remember. I'm not even really reading these notes right here. I'm just basically trying to go off the top of the dome. So I ask you, I'm serious. Forgive me. I know y'all want me to be thorough with it, but it just shows you how much I really don't give a crap about this product, even though I watch it. Listen, like I say, it's not the wrestlers, man. It is the clown that's calling the shots. I tell y'all every day. I never have a problem with the people who wrestle for WWE because I think a lot of them is some excellent wrestlers. I really do. When you put on a product and you have me, you get me this interest, why the clown should I even bother tuning in? It makes no sense. It's like, man, okay, we're gonna keep putting on trash, and we're gonna expect you to still watch it and like it, even though it's still trash. That's basically what they do in WWE, especially over there on Monday Night Raw. It's like you try to get invested, and when you see something, next thing you know, you knocked out. So after the match, let's see. Yeah, it was Cruz. Yep, Cruz did the little doors to doors, and he got it was this spinning power bomb, sit up power bomb. He got the victory. So then backstage we got Billie Kay. I guess she was partnering with the Riot Squad, or I don't know if she's the general manager of them or something. I don't know. They coming up with all kind of crazy stuff with the women, y'all. I'm telling you. So it was them versus Natalya and Tamina. Y'all, I'm serious. I feel like they killed Liv Morgan and Ruby Riot's potential push, which we thought they was gonna be the ones to take the women's tag team titles off of Nia Jax and Blazer and them. I thought that was who we was gonna do, but they said no. Let's call Charlotte. Let's do a rehash of Bayley and Sasha, and we'll put the tag team titles on Asuka and Charlotte with Asuka as your World Women's Champions. Just laziable daisible bucking. It's like, why? You could have went a completely different route, but this is what they feel. They still feel Charlotte's gonna bring ratings, so kudos to them for that. So Billy Kay started doing some crazy stuff outside the ring, causing a distraction. And the Riot Squad ended up winning thanks to Billy Kay. So, yeah, it is. That's that. So next we get the next one. We get back-to-back women's tag team match. Now, just like how I get, listen, y'all know I get on AEW just kicks with all these retarded tag team matches back-to-back. Now, the tribute show, I didn't mind that because everybody in the Dark Order was getting over like crazy. And they did what they had to do. It was a tribute to my man John Hubbard. But this right here, this makes me hate tag team wrestling. I'm serious, because when you keep putting in match after match after match, I don't even have any ounce of interest. And I know they got my girls Sasha and Bayley and Bianca in there, and I still didn't have no interest. I'm serious. I'm like, I want to get invested. What is going to be storylines going as we move forward? A lot of people is questioning who is Sasha going against at WrestleMania. This is my thing. As of right now, do you put Bianca in that position? Or do you hold Bianca? I want to, this is me, make Bianca look strong, but they have not. They've been making Bianca look like a fool. They've been making Sasha look like a fool. And it's like, man, what's the point? I knew Sasha's reign was going to be garbage. I knew it. I knew her title reign was going to be trash, man. I said, I told you I don't have no faith when it comes to the cats that look like me with titles. I don't have no faith. I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest. I just don't have no faith. I try, but when I see it, and then I see the cats that look like me being presented on this show, you already know they're not going to do nothing. This was the opportunity to have Bianca get the pinfall on Carmella, because you want to make the champ. You want to make Bianca, you want to make Bianca, Sasha look strong. Now, to me, they've been looking like garbage for the last couple of weeks. Sasha's look like trash. Bianca's look like trash, and I'm like, what's the point? Are we, because everybody said they want Bianca. Everybody said we want Bianca to win the Women's Royal Rumble. You know what? If she wins, that's great. Me, I do not want it to happen because I don't want Sasha versus Bianca right now. We know that's the potential matchup that we're going to get, and I believe the girls get together, they're going to tear the house down. I think we need Sasha and Bayley one more time. This is exactly why I didn't want Sasha to come back so freaking early. I feel like we could have been having Bayley still carry that women's champion all the way to WrestleMania. Then you could have had Sasha come back, win the Royal Rumble. And then we get that one-off match that we was going to have between the two of them. But since you decided to put the title on Sasha right now, I feel like the only woman that's designed to win that Royal Rumble is Bayley. That is it. We go ahead. We had that last match between Sasha and Bayley. Bayley puts her over. Now we can start building Bianca. We'll build Bianca right now. But build Bianca to the point that she ends up taking that title off of Sasha after WrestleMania. I'm talking about Backlash. I think Backlash is the pay-per-view right after WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken. Build Bianca up the right way. Get it to where she's going to be the one to take that title off of Sasha. But see, now WWE done threw themselves into another wall, because guess who decided to come back? Sonya Deville is back. So fans going to want her to get pushed immediately. And I was saying, like, you know what? If she came back, I was like, why don't you have her just show up in the Royal Rumble? But see, now, it's like, oh my goodness. So what do you do? Do you push Sasha? Do you push Bayley? Oh my goodness. Sorry, y'all. Do you push Bianca back to push Sonya? Or do you push them simultaneously? Because this is what I would do. Sasha wins, whoever she ends up going against. It's more than likely it's going to be Carmella, because Carmella pinned her again. So we're going to get this last match between Carmella and Sasha at the Royal Rumble. Because obviously with her getting that pinfall on her, that means, okay, because this is the name of the game. If you beat the champion, you get a shot. It's stupid. You lose, you go back to the drawing board. for. That's the name of the game. You lose. That's why I wish they would just be having like #1 contendership matches like how they used to. They used to have #1 contendership matches, and whoever would win that #1 contendership match, then you get a shot at the champion. Not this laissez-faire booking where you got to beat the champion to get a shot. No, forget that. I hate that, man. I do not like that mess because what you did, you basically gave us the match away. We didn't see the match. Now, if the match is good, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, that's fine. They've wrestled each other, but the title was on the line. It wasn't that man had to beat Roman to get a shot at the title. That's different. I'm talking about Cass being the #1 contender. If you're the #1 contender, now let's build around that. Do like I said, look, one of the best builds for Vince and them. See, people talk about this. They say that this is one of everybody's favorite WrestleMania. Cats keep going back to WrestleMania 17. Why? Because Vince and them took their time with just about every feud that went through on that card, especially with Rock and Austin. Now, yes, Rock and Austin have faced each other a gazillion times before then, but leading up to that, them two, they did not. They may have been tag team partners leading up to that, but you kept them from actually wrestling because it was the anticipation that the moment when them two locked arms on that stage, you was going to get an outstanding match, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Vince and them didn't want to way far away from that. He ain't even thinking about that no more. Let's just throw something together. Let's call it a day. Boom, big whoop. And that's what I feel like was going on with the women's division. Just feel like, we just throw it together. I don't care. And like I said, everybody got their opinion on who they want to win. Like I said, a lot of fans, they want Bianca. They want Bianca, and trust me, I'm one of the biggest Bianca fans out there. I like Bianca. I want to see her get pushed to the moon. But like I say, I don't have faith because of the cats that look like me in this company. I just don't when it comes to Vincent. I will never have faith. I don't care. Y'all can tell me I'm bugged, I'm tripping. I'm just telling you right now, that's just me. I try. But when you keep seeing cats that look like you get booked the way how they get booked, you just say, okay, you know they're not going to do nothing with them. So you just keep it moving. So Bianca gets pinned by Carmella. Once again, oh, my bad. Sasha gets pinned by Carmella. They lose. Boom. Next, speaking of which, we got the Street Profits. Boy, I tell you, I had my head down the whole time. I had my head down the entire segment. I looked up once Dolph Ziggler and them came out. This was just uncalled for. This whole segment was just uncalled for. We didn't need the Street Profits coming out there acting like the New Day, shucking and jiving to the foot. I did not need to see that, man. I don't get Vince and them. He thinks that the stereotypical black man or the funny, dumb black man is the way to go. It's like, no, man. And it's a lot of the cats that look like me. I'm talking to the fans right now. For some stupid reason, they enjoy that foolishness. I'm like, it's stupid. It is stupid the way how they had them coming out there just sounding stupid, looking stupid. I'm like, oh my God. I said, here we go again. And you expect me to even give a crap about them? No. You crazy as the Beelzebub. I cannot get behind these cats. I cannot. I tried one when they was in NXT. They were somewhat likable in NXT, but now I just cannot get behind the Street Profits at all. It's like, what's this, New Day 2.0? I'm like, man, I can't, man. I just really can't. So they came out there talking about predictions of the year and all this predictions for 2021. Talking all this stuff, clowning Dolph Ziggler, called him the Heartache Kid. Then they were showing the segments with the t-shirts talking about Sami Zayn, talking about I was the Intercontinental Champion. I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of snicker at that part. Talking about you can pick it up at WWEshop.com. Talking about I was the Intercontinental Champion. Just some stupid stuff. But so they out there trying to celebrate. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode come out there beating the snot out of him. And they ain't there broke Montez Ford's leg. So obviously, the title's going to be on the line at the Royal Rumble. And I expect Ziggler and them to win with flying colors. I'm just serious. And even though Ziggler and Robert Roode are jokes themselves, but I mean, because the whole tag team division is a joke. Because Vince don't care nothing about tag team division. Now, listen, the one thing about AEW, they take tag team wrestling serious. If Vince took tag team wrestling serious, he would merge the divisions. Because I'm tired of seeing the same cats wrestling each other over there on Raw. I'm tired of the same cats wrestling each other on SmackDown for the same thing, and we getting absolutely nowhere. It's like we just don't care. We don't give a crap. I don't care about tag team wrestling. That's Vince and them attitude. That's what I feel like his attitude with this whole storyline. It's like, we just really don't care. I'm just there to put this out here just to call it a day. And big whoop. If you like it, if you like it. If you don't, you can kick rocks. That's his attitude. That is a serious attitude. So, all right. So after that, we got another 6-man tag team. I told you this was tag team heavy. That's all this whole show was. It was tag team heavy, just back to back to back to back. I told you, man. Look, I get on AEW case about this. I do not need to see the million tag team matches, but that's exactly what they did. We had Daniel Bryan, we had Otis, and we had what's his name, Chad Gable versus Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and who else was out there? It was somebody else that was tag team with him. Or you know what? No, I think Chad was in that corner. So it was just the two of them. So it was Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan and Otis. And I think Chad was just in that corner. You already know. If you seen one, you seen the other. Daniel Bryan don't got the victory. So because what they're doing right now, I told you, Daniel Bryan, I believe this is what I'm believing. Vince and them do the right thing. Daniel Bryan is winning the Royal Rumble. It's the best storyline going into that will be going into WrestleMania. Him versus Roman Reigns. That would be one of the best matches I think out there. First of all, we got the story. The story just builds itself. But so after that, you see Roman Reigns and Jey Uso and Paul Heyman chilling in the back, and Roman Reigns already letting them know, you know what you need to do. Go out there, handle work, do work. But the sad part is Jey Uso is about to get dogged again. This is what I have a problem with. I've seen Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the 15,000th time, and it's the same exact result. If Jey Uso is supposed to be this henchman for Roman Reigns, how come this dude has looked like a complete joke? Even though I do consider him as a main eventer, he's looked like a complete joke every time they got in the ring. Why the clown is this man 0-3 against him? He's 0-3. He has lost every single match he's faced against that man. I don't get it. It makes no sense, man. I've been trying to figure this out. Like, bro, if you want to build Jey Uso to be the guy that's the right-hand man to Roman Reigns, you got to make this man look strong. It don't make no sense. This man just look weak the entire time. The only time he looks strong is when he's helping, quote unquote, semi-helping Roman to retain his title. Other than that, I'm talking about the actual matches that these two had. Now, the two, they always give good matches, but I'm tired of that man just getting beat every week. It don't make no sense, man. So, you know the name of the game. Kevin Owens ends up winning the match. So after the match, he started beating the snot out of him. He started beating the bricks off of Jey Uso. Then he said, well, Roman said, he kept saying, all right, Roman, all right, you know what? All right, female dog, get your butt out here. Or you know what? I'm going to bring this man to you. So he started dragging him all over the place. He started going into the virtual crowd with the virtual fans and all that stuff. So as soon as they got over there to the virtual fans, he started throwing them in there. Well, he was expecting Roman Reigns actually he was trying to go to Roman Reigns, but he was not expecting Roman Reigns to be chilling right over there because that's exactly where he was at. He was waiting on them to go over there. And as soon as he got over there, he popped them out the woodwork. And so then the two of them went to work. They started beating the snot out of that man, tore that man up, threw him all over the place, threw him into the doggone fans thing. I mean, they just tore that boy up. And that's basically how SmackDown went off the air. So, like I say, Roman Reigns said this is basically the best thing about this show. Everything else, and Big E had cut a promo too. I forgot to talk about this. This is why I didn't like Big E. He cut a promo out there sounding like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I said, man, you know what? I told you, man, I cannot get behind these stereotypical gimmicks that we get over and over and over again. Why the clown does this fool sound like a preacher? I'm like, man. Now I did like the fact that he said, I'm I'm giving the invitation to anybody who want to challenge his title. I'm doing it every week. Well, Apollo Crews was standing right there. He just interjected himself. So now I'm starting to think this. I'm like, is Apollo Crews potentially going to turn heel? Because he just interjected himself and say, well, since you giving free matches for your title, why don't I be number one? Now, both of them sitting up there laughing, kikiing and everything. But Big E was kind of like, you know, I mean, he just laughed the whole time. But I can pretty sure he's like, bro, like, I mean, I could have gave it to you, but you kind of just interjected yourself. Well, he said, well, technically I did win our match, so I should get the first shot. So it almost sounded like like Apollo Crews might be turning heel. I told y'all, man, it's like I say, wrestling companies just seem to have a terrible job trying to book black talent. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. They just seem to have a very hard time trying to book the cats that look like me, and not just me. They even have a hard time trying to book the cats that don't look like me. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but I didn't like. I mean, I like that the two of them is gonna face each other because I think the match is gonna be pretty good. Like I said, I do enjoy seeing us going up against one another, but I would like to see that when it comes to the main event picture. Because I see that in the mid card. I mean, think about it. We got the New Day and Hurt Business tearing each other up every week. So you see that all the time. I'm talking about this was for the Universal Championship. You know what I'm saying? When that time comes. If they come. Because like I said, I still don't trust Vince and them to do the right thing. I don't. But I'm assuming this match is gonna be pretty good. So next week for the IC title. I hope this is the main event. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. So overall, man. I think last week's episode was better. But like I say, and listen, I don't care what. SmackDown will always be 100,000 times better than Monday Night Raw. If there's anything that I can deal with, I can deal with the trash that they put out on SmackDown more so than the garbage that's coming on Monday Night Raw. I don't even touch Monday Night Raw. I'll watch SmackDown. I'll tolerate SmackDown. Like I said, if it's crap that I don't like, I'm gonna take a dump on it. If it's something I like, I'll give it thumbs up. Like I said, Sonny Deville is back. That's great. Where do we go with like I said, with the women's situation? As long as we get to the finish, Sasha versus Bayley, WrestleMania 37. Hold Bianca. Because we got Bianca, we got Sonny Deville. But I feel like that could be the potentially next situation. After Sasha beats Bayley, Sasha can face Bianca at Backlash. That's when Sasha drops the title. She drops the title at Backlash. Now let's get Sonny Deville ready, because now we're gonna get Sonny Deville and Bianca going at it. And this is what I would do. I would test Bianca. I would test Bianca with the Women's Championship. I would test her. I would give her a couple of pay-per-views here and there. And as long as the fans is receptive and if Vince is doing the right thing, she's going through SummerSlam. Survivor Series. I think Survivor Series would be a good place for Bianca to drop the title to Sonny Deville. That's just my personal opinion if I was to book things. What do y'all think? Did y'all think this was a great episode of SmackDown? If y'all thought this was a great episode, let me know in the comment section. If you like me and you feel the same exact way, let me know. Happy New Year to each and every one of y'all, man. I will be back. Let's see. Wednesday night. Y'all know Wednesdays is always where it's at. I try to give you NXT and always do my AEW Dynamite review. Like I said, if I ever bother watching Monday Night Raw, you'll know. More than likely I don't, because I can't deal with that trash. So anyway, man, I'll let you, boy.